Welcome to the 8-Bit Cat Show, a place where friends geek out over the nerdy things we love, sometimes with cats.
Not this time.
Not this
apparently.
time. I'm your host, Stephanie Katz. With us tonight is Zach.
Hey.
And in the ether, Peter's back!
Hi.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm not dead. I don't know if you'll claim I'm dead. I feel like you'll claim I'm
There was an episode where we claimed that you had, in fact, abandoned us.
dead.
He's gone dark. We don't know where he lives.
But you're back now, and we're excited. I'm excited. This is going to be great. So here's what we're going to do.
All right, she's going to tell us what we're going to do.
So we're going to do a little condensed version of our March Madness. So we'll do, each of us have picked 8 characters, which I've randomly put into this box on paper. So we'll randomly just pick out 16 and go from there.
16 of a possible 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've already picked out one because I forgot to hit the record button. So our first contestant is Dakin. And what's he from again, Peter?
He is from Marvel Comics. He's Wolverine's son.
Got it. All right, so we got Wolverine's son. Verse. Zachary, pick us a guy. Or lady.
Oh.
Out of the magic box.
Out of the magic box? Okay. Let's see. Ooh, we got Darth Maul.
All right.
Darth Maul.
Oh, that fucking loser.
So, our first matchup we have...
He has lost a lot of fights, hasn't he? It's bad pick. Bad pick.
Dakin versus Darth Maul.
That was my pick.
Kyoshi from...
Avatar Kyoshi.
Oh, is
The best of the avatars.
I was actually really upset when I saw that was one of your picks. I'm like, damn it, that totally nerfs the one I picked.
Yes.
Okay, Verse.
But I do hope they fight. That would be fun. We got Spartan 117 John from the Halo series.
Oh, what a weird combination to put against each other.
Oh, that is a...
This is all random.
This could be fun. Okay, this could be interesting.
All right, and then we've got...
That's going to be rough on both of them, though, honestly.
Yeah.
What do I got here? Legolas from
Who
the
the
Lord
fuck picked
of the Rings.
Legolas?
I did.
Who picked Legolas? Who do you think picked Legolas? Oh, Jesus. Legolas? We already had commented his eyesight gives him no advantage in this fight.
Didn't say it did.
I'm just saying. Throw it out there. What do we got here? Really? I think we had this one last year.
We did not. I already checked.
You sure? Okay,
Yeah.
so I have John McClane.
I swear to God, we had John McClane last
Yep.
year.
Right? I thought we did.
No, we had his
Hans.
bad guy. We had his bad guy.
Oh, yeah, we had Hans Gruber.
I
You're right.
literally
All
already
right.
checked. There is only one duplicate in this box, and it is Zach's fault.
Apparently, it's my fault.
Shit. I guess these are our next two because these just jumped out of the box.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Literally. Who do you got?
I've got. Who'd you get?
Blue. The Velociraptor from Jurassic Park.
Oh, I was thinking like Blue from Blue's Clues. I'm like, that guy might be a little overpowered, honestly. You're talking about Blues from Blue's Clues. We got Adam Jensen.
Oh, yeah, the main character. of
He's
the
Deus
prequels
Ex,
for
right?
Deus Ex.
Oh, he's from
Yeah.
the prequels for Deus Ex?
Yeah, the Deus Ex Mankind Divided and
I don't know enough about Deus Ex, apparently.
it did Cyberpunk.
All right. Then we've got Bizarro.
What?
Bizarro?
Bizarro.
Who the fuck put in Bizarro?
Me,
Not me.
as an opposite Superman.
No.
Oh, no, he's on here. It's already here.
No, I mean, like, that goes against the rules we set.
It does not.
It's on par with Superman.
Yeah, we didn't say you couldn't have Superman. You said we couldn't have godlike characters.
Yeah. Superman is a character of infinite power.
Yeah, Bizarro loses all the time, though. And he's my
To
character.
Superman.
He's lost to other people, too.
I don't know enough
A
about
non-weakened
Bizarro.
state Bizarro is lost to who?
All right, we can take him off. Peter says he violates the rules. I'll allow it.
Okay.
We'll take him off.
I don't know enough about him. So then, who we got?
You got Agent P? Like Perry the Platypus, Agent P. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Jesus! I'm really.
Is it really Perry the
fe-
Platypus?
I feel really bad that we're about to murder a platypus.
First
That's
of
an
all-
endangered species. You know this, right?
Versus Solomon Grundy. Peter, does that
Uh,
violate rules? I don't know who that is.
Grundy can die, so he comes back, but he can die.
Yeah,
He's
he
not on Superman's level.
he can definitely die at a time. He can always come back, but he can die, and he gets routinely beat by Batman, so he can't be that powerful, right?
Peter.
Exactly.
I guess he is-
Yeah.
I guess he is Batman though. So
All right, we got
depends on who's writing him.
Peter. I don't know how to say this.
What are you trying
Crow,
to say?
Spell it.
Crow Bronwyn.
Oh,
Crow. Yeah, Crow Bronwyn.
Bronwyn.
I understand. It's spelled weird.
It's with
I
a
get
Q.
that.
It is with
Yeah,
a
it's
Q.
Crow.
I always forget it's with a Q.
Yeah, he's
Jesus.
he's a character from RWBY. He's one of the mentor characters in RWBY.
This one's gonna be really dumb, and Peter might laugh, but this was mostly supposed to be when Tom was here. He was going to laugh at this one mostly. So this is Leto the second, Leto Atreides the second, specifically from the second half of the Children of Dune novel.
I have not read that one.
He starts turning himself into a sandworm and basically gives him superpowers, and he can see the future perfectly. So it's kind of fun.
All right.
And then we have Revan.
Oh, yeah, an old classic.
Yep. Made sure not to specify Darth, so I didn't fuck myself with like Gandalf the Grey.
Smart. Smart. Revan in general. All right,
Yeah.
that helps me decide. Really? All right. We got Severus Snape apparently.
Oh my god.
Stephanie's picking some real winners here. I can't wait to murder a wizard.
Okay, first of all, I don't know if it's gonna come up, but you had one that was like super ridiculous too.
Oh no,
I
that
don't
one's
wanna...
that one needs to come up. I can win every match with him.
I
Peter will
cannot-
Peter will actually probably have a problem with him and say no.
So I got here Darkwing Duck.
Dark.
Are you talking about Bugs Bunny? Because I'm fully expecting to.
You're expecting what?
Nothing. So Darkwing Duck is the next one.
Darkwing Duck.
Duck
is the next
Batman.
Yep.
one. Yeah. No, come on. Bugs Bunny might be the most overpowered character out there. Oh. How many are you going to get on here? Jesus. All right. She got Cal Kestis, too.
First of all, it was all random.
All right. So let's.
Just gonna say
I had
when if we get to Cal versus Revan, I think we both know how that's gonna go.
I mean, that feels pretty easy. All right. So we're going to go with who we didn't get. We have Zahir from Avatar: The Legend of Korra, the evil airbender. Agent Carolina from Red versus Blue. That could have been fun. I think.
Yeah, I was kind of really hoping we would have to argue Cal versus John.
Sorry.
That's a tough one. I'm just saying because she is grossly overpowered in Red versus Blue too. But he basically just has he doesn't only have powered armor. He has plot armor too.
It was all randomly
Yeah.
chosen.
We also had Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
All right.
There's no vampires in this, so she would have died pretty quickly.
She doesn't just
Very, yeah.
vampires.
Bugs Bunny. I was really hoping for that one because there could be some really fun stuff with Bugs Bunny, but I'll be able to throw some of that in with Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Kyle Katarn. That would have been an interesting matchup with Cal Kestis. I think they'd have been pretty evenly matched there.
I don't know. Cal is still pretty kind of versus Kyle, who is in the extended universe one of the most OP motherfuckers.
I guess he was a true master that basically trained himself from scratch, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then Barry Allen Flash. So yeah, that was apparently the duplicate. I forgot we had the Flash last year.
Ooh.
And that Flash too, so that really worked out.
Oh, I thought we had Wally last year. But yeah, fair enough.
No, I specifically chose the Grant Gustin Barry Allen version.
You know what? I know why I'm forgetting it. Because if memory serves, he got a limit.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, and I think that was on a technicality I didn't like.
Well, it was he went up against Mitra and it was like she could just lift him up with the Force and then he would be able to be killed.
Yeah, but he moves so fast. But anyway, all right. So we've got our Sweet 16. Oh, I don't even know if we can say that. That's probably trademarked by the NCAA. We got our.
Probably. We have our 16 contestants.
We have our 16 contestants in our death match we got
Yeah.
going on here.
So to
Reiterate the rules
reiterate
for
the
us.
rules, they are stuck in a ring, universal tournament style. Death or knockout wins. Characters' moral sentience intact. Weapons or things connected to the soul, like in the case of the crow. Powers specifically tied to OG Universe Void.
Yeah, if
It was I was in the case of Rincewind, but I don't really remember what exactly.
basically it means if their whatever their power set comes from a specific thing like that is only based in their universe.
Oh yeah, okay, remember.
Like Superman would be okay because he just needs sunlight, yet from a yellow sun.
Yeah.
Or a blue sun.
Peak forms
Oh, yeah,
unless
blue too, I
otherwise
guess.
specified. If unanimous decision can't be made, Google will decide by coin toss. OP God characters not allowed, like in the case of Saitama. Powers lost or gained from previous battle move forward. Any and all lore associated with that lore allowed, and they have their standard armaments.
I kind of love that we have to have the powers gained or lost has to stick around pretty much just because of fucking Shang Tsung last year.
It's true.
I mean, it seems specific, but I think correct in this terms of this kind of tournament.
Oh yeah, if someone were to throw in like fucking Kirby,
right.
so probably try to veto Kirby. Kirby is an Elder Tor that should never be put into a death match.
Unless it's Super Smash Brothers, and then play him every single fucking time.
Yeah, he's the Elder Tor. You have to pick Kirby in that instance.
Why even play the game if you're not playing as Kirby? I don't know. Well, because you have to unlock, you have to win it as every character if you want to unlock everything, or at least on the original stuff. But
yeah,
that's the only reason to play not as Kirby.
So our first match is Dakin versus Darth Maul.
This one, I wish it was harder, but Dakin has to win this one.
Yeah, while Force users.
Nope, you lost me.
That's one of the.
It's from the phone.
Oh, you lost me?
Yeah, a little bit. Try it again.
We heard
Force users. Yeah.
Force users would have the ability to kill anyone with Wolverine's power set because you just have to choke them, basically. But Dakin would probably fuck him up a little too quickly.
Because Dakin is Wolverine, but with actual super strength, because it was imbued with him. I think we'd be fair here and not count him when he was a horseman of death.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't give him any extra stuff from the Horseman of Death.
Yeah, when he was his like 4 horseman power shit, like then he had extra blades and all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah.
But he does have pheromone control too.
Yeah.
So,
much like Jessica Drew.
Yeah, so he'd be easily able to amplify Darth Maul's. Or actually, what he would really do would be smart because he can do it as well. He could actually pacify Darth Maul's rage, which would then make him not nearly as strong because that's where all of his power comes from channeling the dark side.
Yeah.
So, and Dakin is he doesn't have a metal skeleton.
No, he only his claws are coated in. They're not even coated in adamantium. They're coated in the Muramasa blade material.
I thought that got taken off at some point.
I think he's fucking dead right now in continuity, so I'm missing some stuff. But
his blades are weird too. They're not like his dad's, where it just comes out the knuckles. He's got 2 up top and then one like weird bottom one thing too.
Yeah, it comes out of his wrist like a fucking Assassin's Creed hidden blade.
Yeah, he's got
like
2
that.
up here and punch you like that. So he still gets to like try. He's more of like a trident. No. I guess the weird one that they had in the new Aquaman movies, the weird triangly trident.
Spork.
I don't know, but anyway. I mean, he is Darth Maul though,
And he has a double lightsaber.
Yeah, but the reason I would want to argue against Maul is it's not like Maul's known for being exceptionally powerful as a Force user.
But he is a hell of a combatant with his blades, and he does have Jedi reflexes, which are probably on par with Dakin's.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So he would have the option if you went for a decapitation or if you tried to choke him. Those would be the only real ways he could take down any of the Wolverine characters.
But I know, so Dakin can regenerate and everything like that, but doesn't he have to actually like focus and think about it to regenerate? I thought his
Oh, I didn't think
powers
so.
were, I thought his powers were less passive than his dad's. I
Oh
thought,
no,
like to
I
regrow a limb,
believe
he
that
has
was
to
only.
like
I believe that was only when he had the Muramasa material in his claws, because that shuts down the healing factor.
Okay, because I thought it was like maybe it was only just specifically to heal a limb, but I knew that like he got his arm cut off at one point in time, and he couldn't regrow his arm until he had like actually like he had to like meditate because he was sad because he didn't prevent his dad's death or some shit. One of them, one of the 1,000 times that Wolverine has died.
Sadness.
So yeah, he had to like meditate before he could grow his arm back or some bullshit like that. I don't know if that was like a one-time, one-off thing, but I remember reading that. I'm like, that's some BS. But he did. He did grow the arm
That
back.
could be right, but it sounds wrong because the Wolverine's healing factors, that whole family, they can't regrow limbs. That's their healing factor's weaker than Deadpool's in that way.
Like I said, but I think he actually he actually did regrow a limb. I know he did at one point in time.
I mean that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Darth, though, he hacks off both his arms and legs. He's kind of done.
Yeah. So I guess the real question would be, would he be affected by the pheromones?
I don't know. Trained Force user too. He's used to attacks on his mind and body.
That's true.
So I thought this was more easy. I was gonna give it an easy win to Dakin on this one, but
Same, honestly, because
damn it! Now I'm a little upset that I've talked Darth Maul up enough this one. I mean, that's my guy. I picked him, and I'm like, no, this should have been an easy one for Dakin. But now that the more I think about it, it's a little closer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's because I'm still in the opinion that it sounds like you're a little bit more like, no, Maul's got it. So I think Stephanie has to be the tiebreaker on this one.
I think Maul's got the slight edge. I think he does.
I guess the question is, because would Dakin be able to dodge the lightsaber attacks fast enough?
I would argue so. He's fought against people with blades before.
Like I said, I would believe the reaction times were very similar.
Yeah.
Like they would if they were making a terrible joke in the X-Men universe, they would probably say, "Oh, he's got Jedi-like reflexes for Dakin," because he's just like his dad. He's basically part animal, so he works on instinct half the time too. And also, he's been trained in like 90 forms of combat, and it's a little ridiculous. He's like a samurai and all sorts of bullshit.
Yeah.
So he's pretty proficient with blades himself. If he had his own, he could do that too, and then stab you in the face with his other hand. But I don't know. Yeah, I gotta go Dakin, because Darth pulls off one arm there. Darth
Pole.
Darth Maul.
That's his new name with the lightsaber.
Darth Maul cuts off one of his arms, but the other one still has a 36-inch blade that's coming for his face. I know he's got a double-bladed lightsaber, but this could be later in his life. Maybe he's got metal legs and he's only got half a working lightsaber. I don't know which kind of Maul we're working with here.
It's kind of hard to argue which Maul is peak Maul, because he gets better and more powerful after he loses his legs.
Oh, 100%, because he delves more into the darkness and the dark side of the Force. He actually becomes a stronger Force user there, and I think it makes everything else better for him, too.
Yeah.
That's probably, honestly, peak Maul, right before he meets Ezra Bridger.
Right.
With whatever happened with Black Sun, there's some comic book or novel that tells you what it is, but I've never looked that one up. But like how he got ousted from Black Sun, whatever that was, right before that was peak Maul.
Yeah.
When he was doing,
he did murder a Death Watch guy. He took down like whole.
He murdered a bunch of people.
Yeah.
He ruled Mandalore for a moment there.
Yeah.
That was pretty peak. That was pretty peak Darth Maul too. Right before he got his ass kicked by Ahsoka was pretty peak Darth Maul. But he did get his ass kicked by Ahsoka.
Additional question.
Yeah.
Would Maul hate Dakin enough that if he took a lethal blow from him, he would still keep going?
I don't think so.
Like what happened with Kenobi.
I think he just hates enough. Yeah, I honestly just think there's enough hate in Maul. It doesn't matter who it's directed towards.
Because that can affect it too, because it's like there are certain ways that you can take out Dakin, which would be to, again, you choke him or you cut off his head. It stops the healing factor from working.
So now are you back more on Darth Maul? You had me on Dakin. Damn it!
Basically, I'm essentially arguing like he's got me to kill Dakin, but I don't know if he would be able to work it out. He is a Force user, but we never really get much of the whole reading thoughts thing. He manipulates Ezra quite a bit, but I don't remember him ever actually just reading his mind. And I also don't know that Dakin would be stupid enough to be thinking, hey, this is how you can kill me.
Yeah.
I hope this guy doesn't know how to magically choke me from far away.
And
That'd be really
Right.
bad.
And Ezra's also a child.
Yeah.
Dakin's been manipulated enough times in the comic books to know when he's being manipulated.
Right.
They're not going to... I don't think there's going to be a lot of talking in this fight.
Yeah.
Maybe some
No.
angry growls.
Rawr.
I'm hearing some roars for sure, but maybe one final dejected Kenobi as Dakin cuts off Darth Maul's head. I don't know. I don't. It really is a toss-up. I think this one actually ended up being a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
I was ill prepared.
I know, right? I guess we do have the rule. If we can't decide, Google just flips a coin.
I
Well,
don't know.
where are we at right now? Because there's only 3 of us, so we can't actually hit a unanimous
Well,
decision
I guess that's true.
unless someone doesn't vote.
That's true.
We'll get-
I know. I'm kind of based on your arguments. I'm leaning more towards Dakin.
I don't know. I think I'm back towards Darth Maul.
God damn it.
Sorry, Peter.
Oh yeah, Peter was.
No, it's
Stephanie
just 'cause
was
it's a
the
tough
tiebreaker,
one.
wouldn't she?
Because
I'm telling you,
I think we're also discounting a lot of Force abilities, but we also don't know really if, because Jedi do have a degree of like super speed,
Yeah.
more than just Dakin's really quick. It's like they're like a little bit next level of that quick.
Yeah, they got that force speed shit going on.
That being said, he did get his ass bodied by one move by Obi-Wan at the end.
I'm telling you, I think Dakin.
I think Dakin's got it. He's going to have a little bit more of a cold. Maul's going to be a little too pissed to
We're
notice
all
a
on
mistake.
Dakin. We're all on Dakin.
Yeah.
All right, Dakin it is.
Dakin.
I think he takes it. All right. I'm glad that we're there.
Avatar Kyoshi versus John 117.
That's
Still a
honestly.
weird one.
This is a weird one. This might be the weirdest matchup we have
Because they're essentially the toughest characters from their respective universes.
First of all that, and second of all, their universes could not be more different.
No.
Could not be more different. Here's where I'm giving John the edge. At least initially. You can definitely talk me out of this. So we said he comes with his standard armament.
Yeah.
We're talking standard armament for, well, let's go with just the Halo 1 series. We'll go original John. That means he's got an assault rifle with, I believe it's 240 rounds. And he has
for the very first Halo?
Yeah.
It's a 500 round weapon.
Is it 500?
500.
I forgot how much I missed that thing. So 500 rounds, and I believe it's still a 60 bullet clip. 50. It's probably a 50 bullet clip. I can't remember.
In the first one, it is 60.
Is it still 60?
I only know because I just recently replayed the first one.
Nice.
Okay, and then so the pistol, how many shots? It was 30 something, isn't it?
The pistol overall 40, clip was 12.
Okay, that zooms in and can kill full-grown armored aliens from a long-ass fucking way away. And then he has at least 2 fragmentation grenades.
Yes.
And there is a portable shield generator on his suit, correct? And he
Mjolnir suit does have.
Yep, and he'll
shield
and
generator.
and we're talking standard loadout. That means Cortana's in his head.
Yeah.
So he.
I was gonna give Agent Carolina Epsilon, so it's only fair John would get Cortana.
Oh, she's definitely getting Epsilon. That's when she peaked. That was great shit. R.I.P. Rooster Teeth.
God, that sucks. We're at least getting one more Red versus Blue season.
Oh, are we? Nice.
One last season.
They're gonna wrap that little bitch up.
I actually
Yep.
teared a little for
You
that.
teared up a
Shit.
little bit for that. Yeah, Rooster Teeth's dead.
The trailer released for it about 8 months ago.
Oh,
Canonized everything after the 13th season as a simulation that Epsilon has been running in those final moments from the last episode of the 13th season.
Oh shit. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Because Bernie Burns is coming back to voice Epsilon and shit. They're bringing everybody back. From the
Bernie. I missed Bernie.
Yeah.
When they got rid of Church, it was rough.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he's got a full AI in his brain too, helping control his movements and target and do what he needs to do. Correct?
Yes.
And Avatar Kyoshi died long before metal bending was invented.
Yes.
But can she still airbend?
Well, she can bend all 4 elements.
So
And she's
Yes.
the most powerful bender that ever lived. She has access to the Avatar state.
couldn't she just bend his shit away?
So one of the things because you mentioned like, oh well, metal bending hasn't existed yet,
I've
but
never watched Avatar, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
she does do a form of blood bending in her books.
Ooh.
Oh, in her books? I actually did not know that. That
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
surprise me from her.
so there was in her backstory there was like a false Avatar that everyone thought he was the Avatar before they found Kyoshi.
Oh yeah, and that's why she was left on the streets. Yeah.
Yes, he ends up going insane as time goes on, and she does end up having to kill him by freezing his heart.
Ooh, that doesn't sound
Yeah.
good.
Avatar Kyoshi's the Avatar that'll do Mortal Kombat fatalities on a bitch. Like,
Oh no, yeah, Avatar Kyoshi don't fuck around. That's the only reason I'm actually worried for John, because Avatar Kyoshi don't fuck around. I'm pretty sure she can. I'm sure. Well, obviously she's a master of all main elements. She can probably lava bend. Would not surprise me.
she can. One of the other big feats of hers, and this was outside of the Avatar state, when she was in a moment of panic, on a pirate ship in the middle of the ocean, she did summon spikes of earth down from the bottom of the ocean through the pirate ship.
That's pretty impressive. Even if you're in shallow water, that's still pretty impressive.
I think they say it was like 200 leagues or something. It's been a minute. I haven't read that one as recently as others.
Well, I mean, one of her other feats of strength is she literally moved an island, an entire island.
Yes,
Not
when
really small
she
island.
actually brought up lava, so you're right, lava bending.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure she can lava bend. So
Yeah.
It depends. I think initially, in his first fight here, it'll depend on how quick he pulls the
It
trigger.
depends on their reactions, right?
Yeah, it really just depends on if he pulls the trigger quick enough. If he empties 60 rounds into her and then switches to his pistol immediately, I don't think she can even airbend enough of that away. She has never encountered a bullet in her entire life. She has no idea what a bullet is.
But she would know what projectiles are.
I mean, technically, yeah, but she would know that
No, I mean,
she might try
not even technically.
Like I said, no.
Do you remember the Dai Li?
No. Like, so yeah, she knows pellets and spears and arrows and all that stuff like that for sure. So she knows that something's coming at her, but I don't know if she knows how much she really needs to bend that air to blow that out of the way.
She wouldn't need to bend air to blow it out of the way. She could just bend up a rock to block it.
I guess she could do that.
Yeah. And then throw the rock at him.
But again, reaction time. Is she quick enough to bend up a rock in front of her by the time a bullet hits her?
Considering she pulled the spikes from the bottom of the ocean in less than a second?
No, I'm not saying the Earth can do it. I'm not saying that she can't bend it fast enough. I don't know if she knows to bend it fast enough. Bullets come quick.
So, in the context of this situation,
like a 100 by 100 meter stadium.
Yes,
that bullet's getting there real quick.
Absolutely, you're correct. But I mean, in the situation where they have been dropped in a random place and told to kill each other, I think there's a decent chance that if she sees him point a gun, not even knowing what a gun is, she will know that that's something that's going to shoot a projectile at her. Ooh. She's not going to be expecting him to run up and punch.
Though actually, you brought up a good point with the arena itself. We're talking like Universal Tournament. This is basically like in null space. The only thing there is the arena.
Yes.
So
I don't think she has any access to water.
Well, bloodbending uses the water inside of a person's.
I know, but I'm just saying she's not going to be able to use it as an offensive or defensive weapon. Earth, I'm going to say
unless she decides to freeze.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. But like Earth, I'm guessing she has access to Earth. We'll call it at least even the tiles on the ground there have to be quote unquote dirt. And they do like even in Legend of Korra they do like the bending tournament thingies.
Yeah, where they have the discs.
The pro bending, yeah. So she could at least like pick up some tiles and turn them into discs and fuck them up. So she's got that air. Obviously, is everywhere. And fire, I guess they conjure it from inside their bodies. I guess.
Yeah, fire is generated, so you don't need a source for fire.
Yeah. So okay, well, speaking of that, I don't. Maybe if she uses lightning bending, which I don't know. If
She does know how to do lightning.
She does know how to do lightning. That would make sense. I mean, the Avatar should know how to do that. It's because it's a combination of water bending and fire bending.
Yeah.
Air bending and fire bending. I always forget which one it is. But all the cool ones are combinations of the other two. You got to learn from other people.
I'm inclined to agree with you though. It's not like Kyoshi's going to be able to take a bullet and like recover from that well, especially not coming from a fucking assault rifle.
She's still a normal person. She catches one. She's going down hard.
And
she's the most. Well, she is also armored, so it's not like one bullet is necessary.
They are armored
unless
rounds.
It's in a fatal spot.
They are armored
That's true.
rounds. They're specifically designed to take down shields and body armor.
And also, I don't feel
no,
like
the weapons that the Spartans have are not actually designed to take down the shields. That was actually part of the problem. John usually, and this is based on the novels and the canon stuff, John usually has to switch away from UNSC weapon to plasma weapons to handle the energy shields.
I guess you're right.
But even still, it's not like he's gonna pull the trigger and then wait to see what happens. Like it's when
he's gonna pull the trigger, throw 2 grenades, reload, and pull the trigger again.
That's what I was trying to I think with this, because it's I think they both have a fairly instant kill on the other. It is who is going to react to the situation with lethal force first.
But again, the problem with that one is they're both. He obviously is a trained killer from birth, basically,
and he has an AI in his head.
And she also was, but she also was too, and will be the first one to not hesitate to kill you, given the opportunity, if she thinks you are a threat.
Yes.
But I mean, Stephanie, I think, is right on this one. With the advantage of the combat AI in his brain, I think Cortana's already pulled the trigger by the time he sees her face.
Honestly, I would argue against Cortana with that. I think Cortana would want to observe the situation.
You're right. She might want to be a little.
Cortana is curious before.
She might want to be a little bit more diplomatic, but if she thought John's life was in danger, she would take all drastic actions necessary in order to help him.
You're absolutely right about that. But what I mean is, Cortana is someone who, even in like the novels and stuff, if you go back with like the Fall of Reach and the Flood, she is observant of new enemy types first.
She does. She wants to know what's happening, and if Kyoshi, and if Kyoshi goes for the kill immediately, which she probably would, knowing that we're dropping in and they're going kill the other guy, or knock him out of the ring. Though she might try and knock him out of the ring first.
Yeah.
And if you can just move the ring, that's kind of easy. I guess she could just bend a hole in front of it, underneath him, and just drop him out of the ring. If we're saying she can bend the ring.
I almost would want to call it a draw because they both have pretty quick wins against each other.
I don't know. All right, who do we think would be the most? All right, let's settle it this way. Who do we think would be the most fun fighting somebody else going forward?
So the winner of this is going up against Daken.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Who do we
would
think
John
would
be able to kill Daken?
I think so. Yes. No, but no, we're not going to. We can't do that. No.
We can't make that argument. Yeah, we can't.
Because I have some arguments. Which one do we think would be the better fight? I guess.
Yeah. I think the more entertaining fight would be Kyoshi.
I think you're right. I think we go Kyoshi. I think that's a pretty tight one. I gotta say, I think Kyoshi. It's tough for me. Damn it.
Again, I think if it was a drawn out thing, John's definitely got it. But to me, it comes down to how I think they would react to the initial situation. Kind of like what happened with All Might and Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
how are they reacting to the situation? Sailor Moon is more powerful than all. Would definitely just immediately go for the attack.
Yeah, like I said, I think you're right. Kyoshi's gonna even without bloodshed, she's gonna she is also creative. She's gonna go for it as quick as she can. John's gonna be moving. She's gonna be moving. I don't know. I just don't. He's got guns. That's my problem. technically just a
I know
person.
the guns really do make this a problem.
And explosives.
And grenades.
He's got grenades too.
Just because of how many different places he's just randomly been dropped into,
And I'm
I
just
just
saying,
feel like
And in the armor, he can definitely at least take one hit. If she throws him, like if she immediately tries to like trap his legs and then get an assessment on the situation, which is what she should do, but I don't know if that's necessarily what she would do. I think she.
That's
might
not how
go-
she tends to act in that situation.
She'd go with the throw something at him first, and he can shrug off one blow. She can't.
That's what I meant. Like it's is it an instant kill blow? Because again, a character like Kyoshi can just she freezes his heart, and there goes John.
Yeah, but again, I don't think she starts with that move. That's her desperation move still, even.
Not even. It wasn't even really a desperation. It can only be viewed as a desperation move in the context that it happened in the book, because that was her like childhood best friend.
Oh, and she didn't want to do it. So she didn't want to. That was also probably the least painful way to do it too.
Yeah, but if her objective is to kill someone, she will just kill that person.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think she's throwing a big rock at his head, and I think he can take one big rock. We see humans do it in Avatar all the time. They get hit in the face with a pillar of rock and then stand up, and you're like, really?
and John's got armor.
I don't know. It comes back to the grenades for me. I think the grenades is gonna fuck Kyoshi up. She doesn't know what a grenade is. He threw a pineapple at me. Oh god, I'm dead.
Yeah, as much as I want
I
to
want
say Kyoshi would win this, I really do. I would think it would.
I want Kyoshi to win. I actually do, but I just don't think she does. I keep. It's the ordinance.
That's where I'm at too.
He's
I
got
mean,
too
I
many
know
options.
I don't know too many things, but I just think
I mean, he is super fast too.
I
And
think
he is super
throws,
strong.
Because the way I picture it going is he throws a grenade to get her distracted or off balance, and like you said, she doesn't know what the fuck that is, and then by the time she realizes what the fuck is happening, he's already shot her in the face. I mean, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong.
Well, he's taking down much bigger dudes, but he doesn't normally interact with magic.
So there is another thing that I because I don't know the mechanics of it well enough. I didn't think about it when I said Avatar Kyoshi. She is functionally immortal.
Well, then you've
Kyoshi
broken
dies at
rules.
200 years old. I forgot. It's an earthbending technique. But that's why I was like, I don't know how. It's basically she having to put her body back together.
What? Now
Yeah,
now I
to
gotta look
remove
this
the
up.
effects of aging.
That seems like a weird thing.
Yeah. It was a seemingly an ability that they gave her just to explain the fact that there was a typo in the like these little like Avatar fun facts that they did when they marathoned the whole show leading up to the finale. There was a little blurb that popped up that was like, Kyoshi died at 202 years old.
Oops.
You're like, oh, that doesn't really work, does it?
But she-
Yeah.
Die.
So when they released the Kyoshi novel, they explained like, no, this is an earthbending technique that she learned from this like immortal assassin that she allies with.
Yeah, but I mean, but she can die.
We don't know how she dies. Generally, it's accepted that she just kind of stopped putting herself back together because she didn't want to be around no more.
Right, but if she's got a bunch of bullets in
That's
her
why I was like,
face-
it's something I didn't consider. So I brought it up, and I'm like, maybe we should eliminate her because she is functionally.
That is kind of weird. I'm looking at this. Secret of Immortality. Yep.
Yeah.
Her mentor.
See what I mean? It's like that. I wasn't bringing it up as a point for Kim. She was like, she's like, really, like she has to choose to die.
Not necessarily well, immortal is not invulnerable either.
Y'all are focusing on the wrong thing.
Peter
I was saying,
thinks he
oh, I
broke
forgot
the
about
rules.
this weird, ill-defined ability.
Okay.
I think that we should use as a rationale to eliminate
All right,
Kyoshi.
we're
anyway.
eliminating her. John 117 moves on then. Fine. We'll
Yeah.
go. All right, we'll allow it. All
I
right.
wasn't even like the whole thing was like you were like, oh, why would you argue this for Kyoshi? It's like, no, I'm wrong. I shouldn't have picked Kyoshi because I forgot about this weird ability.
No, it's fine. What's our next one?
Legolas versus John McClane.
All right, Legolas wins.
Yeah.
John has a, if he has his quote unquote standard armament,
He's got a gun.
that means he has a standard issue police pistol with one backup clip. That is the most standard issue he can have on that one. And he's gonna be they're standard at each side of the arena, and Legolas can hit something with a bow and arrow from like half a mile away. So I think he's done. I'm sorry. I love you, John McClane. You're going to die, and you will die hard.
So to quote myself from last year, John McClane is just kind of a guy.
He's a dude. He's just a dude.
He's just kind of a dude.
He's just a dude with no shoes, okay?
Oh, we're not even gonna give him shoes.
Standard
Standard armaments.
What Die Hard are we talking?
Oh, it's always Die Hard.
That's true. It has to be peak John McClane, which is Die Hard 1.
It's Die Hard 1. He's in a dirty tank top and he's got a lighter. What do you want from the poor man?
Poor John.
He's dying to Legolas with honor, damn it. With honor, but he is dead. But he is dead.
R.I.P.
I don't even think it's going to be
Alright. That was quick.
That one was easy. All
I
right.
knew it was going to be. Like, as soon as I heard those two things.
Oh, I was excited for how quick it was going to be. What's our next one?
Blue versus Adam Jensen.
Adam Jensen wins.
Adam Jensen
Blue
wins.
is a standard-ass raptor. Adam Jensen is a fucking augmented human.
He can shoot Blue from a long ways away. This is an open arena. She doesn't get any advantage from camouflage. She actually sticks out farther because she's blue.
Oh, but she...
That being said, he could also straight up turn invisible. His camouflage is better.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be hiding in trees to be camouflaged.
Most of his body is composed of metallic parts that she would break her teeth on.
Oh, my baby.
He has giant unbreakable metal blades that are coming inside of his arms that he can use to slice things and then shoot them out to stab people into walls.
Yeah, he's a pretty tough dude.
Okay.
Like I said, I only know the original Deus Ex. This is apparently the prequels, and these guys are apparently even meaner.
Alright, Adam Jensen.
I'm sorry, but Blue has to go down on that one. I do apologize, sweetheart, but I don't think that one was gonna last very long.
Blue, with the other options, unless Blue went up against John McClane.
There was some regular.
Actually, John
dudes
McClane's
on
got a
here.
gun, and Blue has no camouflage. I still think I'm putting
Yeah,
the
but to be
slight edge
fair,
John McClane.
Robert Muldoon had a fucking gun. He had a shotgun.
Yeah, but she was a clever girl. She was a clever girl.
There was.
And there
foliage.
was 3 of them.
There was foliage. Foliage.
Wait, no, there was also only 2.
There was 2.
Somewhere.
They were hunting together. They were fucking with him, and it was great.
Yeah. Well, I initially said there was 3. There was only 2 of them at that
Was there
point.
only 2? Right then.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Right
Alright.
then. Yes.
That brings us to
Adam Jensen wins. Sorry.
Agent P versus Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy.
I don't even know who that is.
All right. So Solomon Grundy is like a weird.
He is a zombie with super strength that comes back, and every time he comes back to life, he has a completely different personality.
I was going to say, yeah. I would say like if you crossed Frankenstein's monster with the Hulk, that'd be close. Not quite, definitely not as strong as the Hulk, but still pretty fucking strong. He has some amazing feats too. But yeah, you have to bring him back by a magical ritual, and then he might be your friend, or he might try and eat you.
Well, he only got brought back one time from the magical ritual. The rest of the times he just gets back out.
I don't know, yeah.
But yeah, either way, it's like as cool as the character Perry the Platypus is.
Yes, he is a
He is just
agent.
a secret agent platypus.
He knows how to prepare, but he's got a grappling gun and a hat. Solomon Grundy smashes him flat. That's the thing you have to know about Solomon Grundy. He likes rhyme.
Alrighty. Well, okay, that's fine. Crow Bronwyn versus Leto Atreides II.
Okay, I don't know enough about Crow.
So the Ruby universe is all about hunting monsters called Grimm that can be as large as skyscraper-sized elephants.
Yeah.
His primary weapon is a sword that turns into a sword.
A sword that turns into a scythe. Oh, is he the one with? Isn't it also a sniper rifle?
No, that's Ruby.
That's
His
that's
turns into a
actually-
cannon.
Oh, his turns into a cannon. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, I just need a little bit more background of him. Okay, I know which one he is. He's got a brother
he
too,
also-
doesn't he?
His sister, Raven, Bronwyn.
Sister. Okay.
Yeah.
You're bad at
He has two like superpowers essentially. All of them have like a degree of like super strength because that's just how the universe works. His specific abilities though are he can turn into,
He can do what?
not super helpful in a death battle. He can turn into a crow, just a regular crow that flies around.
Not great. Okay.
And his semblance, which is like the unique abilities that these characters have, is called misfortune. It's just bringing bad luck all around him constantly.
So he brings bad luck to everyone around him, but not himself.
Yes, he did gain enough control of the ability to not give it onto himself or his allies. Only with he focuses on it for his allies. For himself, he can do it without them.
Okay, but like if he's fighting with someone, he can turn it on and get everybody around him, except for the guys he's fighting with.
If he focuses on it for the
Okay.
just
All right.
so it doesn't affect this.
Okay,
It's
but it
affect
won't
himself.
matter in this fight because he's by himself. So
Yes.
okay, so he he turns into a Corvid. Wow.
Yeah. Thanks to a magic man that gave him superpowers.
fancy.
Alrighty.
And when they revealed what his symbol, so it was kind of funny because everyone's like, "Are you sure this is the most fortune?" Turn into a bird, like.
He's a skilled huntsman. He likes to shoot things and murder them with his swords. Okay.
Sword, scythe, cannon.
He's also an alcoholic.
Yeah, but he's a very, very functional alcohol.
Yeah, he's like drunken master Jackie Chan kind of shit, isn't he?
Yeah,
The drunker he is, the better he fights. Bastard.
almost. Yeah, kind of.
Let me take a shot real quick so I can shoot this dude in the face.
Uh-huh.
He can punch real hard.
And what does Leto do?
All right. So he's technically a normal 14-year-old boy. But
So he's just a dude.
no, he's way more than the dude. He's made way more than the dude. He is actually the Kwisatz Haderach. So he can see the future with perfect clarity. And the person I'm talking about specifically here is after he has decided to transition into the next form of putting humanity on the golden path in the Dune series, he starts to turn himself into a sandworm. And the first part of that is he basically has impenetrable armor and can run roughly 120 miles an hour and
Jesus
has super
Christ.
strength. So even though I know your guy's a professional monster hunter, his armor is not even pierceable by laser gun.
Well, I feel like you've broken the rules again.
He's not god power. He's not a god. He just sees the
And
future.
wait, if he got perfect impenetrable armor,
And can see
You
the
can shoot him in the face.
and you can see the future.
if you can shoot him in the face, I'm pretty sure Crow's got there.
No, actually, I think he could put a visor down in front of his face.
Yeah.
But if his armor is not penetrable and he can see the future clearly, I feel like that breaks the god rules.
No, he gets killed eventually from a assassination attempt.
From an assassination?
Yeah, he's assassinated, and that's even
How does that work?
That's even when he actually is a giant worm, and he's even harder to kill.
Well, how does he get assassinated?
They blow out the bridge he's underneath and drop him into water and drown him.
Is the only way to kill him is to kill him? Kind of like fucking Dakin.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, that's not true.
There's more ways to kill Dakin too, actually,
Yeah.
but I'll take him off if you want me to. That sounds fine.
I mean, I kind of lean that way. You threw in a character that's like they cannot be killed.
Should we just pick a different character out of the magic box, or should we just give it to Crow, like kind of how we did with Q?
No, this is. I don't feel happy with this argument. Let's pick a different character.
All right.
They're all fucked up now.
Yeah, I know. Which was one we didn't have? Let's see. Did we have this one?
I don't know. Who is it?
Oh, that's Zahir.
Okay. I don't know who that is, but we'll do that one.
We'll do that one.
Yep,
you sure?
that's the first one you picked.
Yeah, we should have done a different one.
Who is Zahir?
Zahir is also from the Avatar universe. And
Yeah.
he's way less powerful than Kyoshi because he's not an avatar.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But he is a murderous psychopath with the ability to control air. And he uses it in the ways that everybody's always like, oh man, if I was an airbender, that's the way I would have done it. And like, yeah, because you're a sociopath. But he actually is. So he chokes a woman to death because he airbends all the air out of her lungs and makes her watch as it swirls around her face.
Right.
Also, he can fly. He can fly.
Yeah, he gets airbending and then immediately unlocks an ancient and forgotten airbending technique to just straight up fly.
Yeah, because he knew, but that was because he had already studied airbending teachings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how they explain it. He had already studied airbending teachings, and because he had been locked in prison for 40 years, he had a lot of time to meditate.
Yeah, basically.
He was able to let go of everything and untether himself from the earth perfectly the first time he ever tried to airbend, because he had been trying to do that forever, but just didn't have any powers.
Well,
So that's how they explain
I
it.
guess that goes back to who strikes first.
Oh no, I still think Zahir is a psychopath. But Crow will shoot him in the face.
The more advanced armament of having a cannon.
Yeah,
So Crow moves on anyway.
I think Crow would move on anyway. Yeah, like Zahir can fly away, but Crow can also fly.
Yeah, but they can't.
He's a bird.
I mean, they can fly away, but if they fly out of the thing, then they're automatically disqualified.
Oh no,
themselves anyway.
well, that's what I'm saying. He can never be knocked out because he will just float.
Yeah, but it's the same with Crow. He could
Well,
never be
that's true,
knocked
too.
out because he could just fly back into the arena.
Okay, well that was interesting.
Yeah, so I think Zahir might try and choke him, but he's still got a gun in his hands, and I think the guy is. You got like 3 minutes without air before you really pass out. So
Yeah. He would know enough to start firing at the dude that clearly just violently ripped the air out of his lungs.
I can't breathe. Just shoot something. That's how a drunk dude works, right? I think.
Yeah, I would think so. You should definitely give drunk people cannons.
All right.
Doesn't
so,
seem like a great
so
plan.
Crow moves on.
Yeah, then Crow moves on. We'll go Crow.
I just wanted to have a better argument than just like, oh, it sounds like you put up a straight immortal like I did on accident.
Sorry. As
All
soon
right.
as I started explaining, I'm like, I thought he was. No, this is not going exactly where. Yeah.
Well,
now
hey,
the
that
more I
kind
say
of worked
it,
out this fair. You each put up like a.
let me say it. The more I
broke the
say it,
rules on
no, he's
accident.
fucked.
All right.
I wish we would have thought to pull another character to replace Kyoshi, but whatever.
We're good. I like Kyoshi.
All right, who's next?
Revan versus Severus Snape.
Revan.
Snape.
I don't even think there's an
Severus
argument.
Snape.
Really.
I don't know. Snape goes right to Avada Kedavra.
Revan would know to move out of the way of that, I believe,
One, I think,
and would be able to do so casually.
I also think you could block it. Those spells seem very plasma-like to me. I feel like
You think
if
you could
block
deflect it with a lightsaber?
You could deflect it
Shoot
with
it
a
right back
lightsaber.
at him, and there's a dead Snape.
I think that I'm gonna say that seems like it would work physically to me, just personally.
Fair.
I'm somewhat inclined to agree, but it's also just Revan has fought in multiple wars against the Mandalorians and won versus Severus Snape, who was an incel and watched the girl that he had a crush on in high school die.
When he got bit by a snake and died,
It was a very big snake.
it
Though.
was a big angry snake. You are right. I'll give
Who was
you that.
also a person.
It's also
Also, yeah, technically, yeah, also weird. Let's forget about that part.
Revan.
Yeah, I don't.
'Cause
I
it's
don't.
fucking
I
dumb.
don't think Snape makes it through.
I just don't. I don't think there's any more than just, oh, would Revan be able to deflect the fucking kill spell? It's just, I don't think there's anything or Severus could do to stop Revan.
I don't know if he gets one though. If he gets one spell on him, there's so many spells that either completely immobilize or fuck you up so bad it's not even funny, and you
Yeah,
just gotta
but
get hit once with it,
Revan
anywhere in the body.
Revan is also speedy.
Yeah, Snape is technically just a normal dude. He's got normal dude reflexes.
Minus the magic, he really is just a dude.
And he still has to be holding on to his stick to make the magic work.
Right.
Plus, I'm pretty sure that
I think he
Revan wouldn't need to be like mobile to just choke him
like I said,
with the Force.
Or just rip him apart with the Force, or throw him out of the ring with the Force, or smack him into
just
the
immediately
ground
electrocute him.
He does have lightning. Throw his lightsaber at him. I don't think, because if I'm Snape, first thing I'm moving for is you're definitely trying to disarm him, right? So, do you think Expelliarmus It works on. I think it works on anything held in the hand. Technically, I don't think it has to just be wands. It's literally.
I think you're correct that it would work on anything that was in the hand.
Yeah. So like if
Revan does carry multiple lightsabers though.
And again, so he disarms them, and then Revan just chokes him. He's
or pulls another lightsaber, or uses.
No, I'm with you. I'm actually with Stephanie on that one. That actually does make sense because as soon as he goes, "Oh, you got rid of my you got rid of my lightsaber. All right, you die now." Squish. Oh, he was a lot more frail than I thought. I mean, he was pretty pale, but damn, they went down real quick.
Because guess what? Even if Snape doesn't drop his wand, hard to do a spell when you can't speak.
Yeah, you can do wordless magic. It's hard, but it's possible. They make it look way more easy in the movies than it was in the books because they're just whipping spells out everywhere. But I think that's just because the sound guys like. Every time you say fucking stupefy, every time you do it, I'm going to kill myself. If I have to listen to this one more time, I swear that guy's probably sitting there going, and then the Battle of Hogwarts scene would have been just them yelling all over each other. You wouldn't even be able to hear the score. It's frustrating.
You have to incorporate it into the score somehow.
But.
I think.
Yeah, no, so I think Revan wins that one. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's really an argument for fucking Snape winning.
I think Revan wins.
It's fine. All right, last match for the night. Or are we gonna go all the way through?
Let's see what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
Darkwing Duck versus Cal Kestis.
All right, I'm gonna try and make an argument. We have to at least try, right? We have to try.
I forgot it was these two. I knew they were both coming. I forgot it was these two fighting each other.
I think that makes it even better, honestly. But
Duck Batman or the Jedi.
Duck Batman or Outlaw Jedi. Well, Cal does have a gun that's actually a gun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a laser gun, but
He's just.
And unfortunately, Darkwing isn't actually that good at what he does.
Oh no, he's actually quite terrible and really only ever succeeds because of his niece or Launchpad accidentally.
Yeah, and they're not included in this.
No, they're not. But he does have his armament, so he's got a lot of different gadgets. I believe he has a gas gun and a grappling hook, and he's basically Batman. He can pull out anything he needs to at any given time, especially because he's also a cartoon. So how much cartoon physics are we allowing here?
I would say the only advantage that I think Darkwing is the fact that if a magical voice told these two characters to kill each other, Cal wouldn't instantly decide to start murdering a duck.
He would pause for a moment.
He would be like, "What the fuck is happening?" He wouldn't instantly be like, "Time to murder this fucking duck in a mask."
But even still, what's Darkwing gonna do? You throw his Gatling gun at him, and Cal's just gonna be like, psh, psh, with the Force.
He's got his gas gun thing. He could knock him out. He's got knockout gas.
Yeah,
Knockout
but
counts.
most Jedis do have training for that.
I'm just saying, yeah, they can also hold their breath for a long ass fucking time.
Yeah. There is a power that lets you just straight up filter the air.
There's also legitimately a scene directly in episode 1 that is them getting gassed and going, "Oh no, don't do that," and walking away. You're right. Okay.
And also, Cal knows that even if he doesn't know what's coming out of the gun, he knows what a gun is. So I'm pretty sure. Let's just say Darkwing, that's his first move, is pull out the gas gun to knock this kid out. Cal's gonna be like, "Oh, something's coming at me." Force push the gas back to Darkwing, and even if he doesn't kill Darkwing, Darkwing is still down for the count.
I think pulling out a gas gun would be enough of an action to break Cal from his what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, and then he just pulls his pistol and shoots him.
But
But I would.
he
Like,
wouldn't even necessarily need to pull the lightsaber.
yeah, I don't even think.
Blast
I
him.
don't. In this fight, I don't even think he pulls the lightsaber. But I would like to see Donald or Darkwing Duck be cleaved in half with a giant Claymore fucking lightsaber.
Don't be
That
rude.
I would enjoy that. I think.
Don't be rude.
But
I
again,
love Darkwing Duck. I would have loved if he was able to win even once, just to be like, oh, we have to rationalize him versus Revan or him versus Master Chief.
yeah, no.
But
I will say. I also think he might technically break the rules along with another one that I did put in there that I was going to disqualify myself, but wanted to have a fun conversation about it.
with the whole tune thing,
He's a tune. He's functionally immortal. If
yeah.
if Cal Kestis came and swung at him in
See,
half,
but we don't, and I'm gonna tell you why, because then we have to go back to the Agent P fight. Technically a cartoon, but also we ruled that out because most of these characters, or like in the first time, a lot of them were cartoons. They were at least animated.
no, but I'm just saying.
Well, so
Agent P could die. I guarantee you,
Yeah.
in that universe, if it made story sense for the story, Perry would die, and they would do it. Dan Harmon.
but characters like Darkwing Duck and Bugs Bunny have that weird Toon Force thing where there might be an episode somewhere where they survived getting nuked.
Yeah, no, I would say, like, the joke is that if Cal Kestis did swing at him with his giant Claymore lightsaber and split him right in twain, it would just pop up and there would be two Darkwing Ducks going that sit there that would then argue with each other.
Right.
That's the kind of immortality that proper quote unquote toons have.
Well,
That's why I was also gonna if we had actually pulled him, I was gonna have to disqualify Bugs Bunny as well because it was gonna be a fun fight because
Well, I don't
Bugs would
think
do
that-
some stupid shit,
I don't
but technically you couldn't kill him.
I don't think we count that.
We're not gonna count that. We're gonna say that if he actually got hit with a blow, that he would actually die.
In this scenario, yes.
He could survive getting stepped on by the Master Chief, and he would just spring out like an accordion. But if Master Chief shot him in the face with an M60, he'd be dead.
I'm sorry. This isn't the conversation I was trying to have, but yeah, I think even in the Toon universe, if Bugs Bunny got shot in the face,
He gets shot in the Donald Duck.
I'm
or
pretty sure he
Daffy
did,
Duck-
actually.
Daffy Duck gets shot in the face all the time. That's literally part of his character.
Yeah,
he
but
gets
his-
shot in the face
his
with
build-
both barrels by a
his
shotgun.
builds like armor. It's fine.
No, it spins around
Regardless
the back
of
his head and
anything.
He talks out the back of his fucking head. But anyway, yeah. I think
So
Cal
any
Kestis
like
goes-
Looney Tune style character, I think you're right.
I think we're-
Ultimately, end up being a disqualified character. Darkwing loses every fight he's involved with that isn't helping him. So regardless, Darkwing loses.
I think he would
And
lose it. Yeah,
again-
you're right. He doesn't have his backup.
And again, even in my original argument, I never even said that Cal killed him. I said Cal won by knockout.
Cal definitely kicked his ass. I kind of wanted to murder him, though.
I can't even spell Cal Kestis.
Yeah, you
I,
can.
what essentially just happened here was the same thing that happened when I was like, oh wait, I shouldn't have included Kyoshi because of this reason, and we all kind of took it the wrong way.
Yeah. We're bad at this. We're very good at being bad.
All right, do you guys want to go?
We're
to
going
the-
on. We're going on. We gotta get it down. Yeah, let's keep going. It gets faster every time.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it always gets faster because we have a more understanding of how much.
All right, then next up, Dakin versus the Master Chief.
This is gonna be a good fight, though.
It would be a good fight. I would lean Master Chief.
I'm leaning Master Chief too, but I'm gonna lay out arguments for Dakin at least. He
Yeah.
can definitely take a bullet.
Yes,
He's real good
heal
at
from
that.
it too.
He's real good at that, actually. His blades have been shown, I know, to have at least cut through Iron Man's armor, which I would think is pretty close to the Mjolnir armor.
Ooh.
So,
The armor the only one I remember him ever cutting was his it was the armor that came right after the Silver Centurion, so it's actually a pretty early model for Iron Man.
Okay, like I said, I didn't know for sure, but I would like if it's normal, if it's quote unquote normal Iron Man, he's not made out of iron. It's a pretty tough shit. So
No.
if you can cut that. Like I said, I know he doesn't have adamantium claws, so he can't do like what Wolverine does and cut through fucking anything. But I know that he can cut
Yeah.
through most things, Especially when he did the blade on the bottom thing, he cut through basically fucking anything there. It was basically
Yeah.
adamantium. He had to have adamantium sheaths inside of his arm in order to help stop the fact that it would stop his healing process.
Yeah.
So I think he can cut through John's armor. If he gets close enough to John, he can definitely get inside the armor.
I think he would be capable of cutting it. I just don't know if John would be, because John's not exactly an incapable hand-to-hand fighter.
Oh no, he's extremely capable. But I'm just saying, technically, I would treat it as like an energy blade from the elites. If it gets in close on John and it's gonna hack him, he's gonna die. But he also has he does have the hand-to-hand combat faculties in order to fend that off, definitely, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? Here's where my mindset with John in this
Okay.
fight is. Dakin would take every single one of those 55 bullets, but would still ultimately end up losing.
You're right. John would unload the first clip, then just take the pistol out and shoot him in the head 12 times and realize that didn't fucking work either. And then just punch him until he's paced.
Yeah.
Or punt him out of the arena.
All right.
He would go so far, and John has lived through some pretty serious impacts.
He'd treat him like the flood.
Just step on him.
All right.
Just whack him with the back of his gun 90 times.
Just keep going.
If we were able to actually like animate it and stuff, I think this would be a very, very cool looking fight. But I'm John's got it.
I think John takes it in the end. I think you're right.
All right. Just gonna put John this time.
That's the Master Chief to you, girl.
First of all, you're the one that
I'm
put
messing with
John
you.
117, not Master Chief. So.
No, that's his name. It's John 117.
Next up, Legolas versus Adam Jensen.
Adam.
Does he have guns in his arms?
He
is he
does
just a
have
blade?
standard guns. Like that's just part of his standard armaments.
Okay. He does have he has some pistols at least, right? He can shoot somebody.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he carries a Magnum pistol, like an assault rifle, a sniper rifle, and one other weapon. I can't remember what the last one is.
So that's his standard weapon. And Legolas' standard is 2 daggers and a bow and arrow, correct?
Yes.
Doesn't he have
Yeah.
a longsword?
No, he only has the 2 daggers.
He only has daggers. Like I said,
They're
that's
technically short swords. It's just he's a fucking elf, so they look like daggers.
Yeah, and that's why they look like long swords when you hand them to a hobbit, because all the hobbits fight
Yeah.
with elven daggers. Anyway, but I will say it is an elven bow, so its draw weight is like 4 times that of a human bow. So
But
it
he
does have
has-
Yes.
it does have some penetrative power.
He has one shot. From what you have explained to me of this Adam Jensen, Legolas has one shot to get him in the face.
He's got to get him like in the eyeball, like not even
Like,
just in the
literally.
face. He's got to find the only soft part of this half robot fucker's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who probably has metal casing around his fucking brain, if we're really being honest.
He is the single most augmented person in this universe because he is the only person whose body does not reject augments.
Like I said, so he probably has a metal skull. They probably replaced that
Yeah.
at some point in time because they thought it was a weakness.
Yeah,
Pat-
most
Pat,
likely.
hello.
I believe that's actually a specifically unlockable augment, is that you can replace that so headshots don't instantly kill him.
And like I said, I think that's the only thing that Legolas would have going for him is his aim is perfect. So if he wanted to hit him in the eyeball, he would hit him in the eyeball. But I think this dude's eyeballs might even be armored, and it's messing me up a little bit.
They are. If you look up an image of him, he's not wearing sunglasses. Those are ballistic plates that he puts over his eyes in a fight.
Again, doesn't surprise me. So I think he's got to win. Because Legolas is going to get that one shot off, and then it deflects off his fucking visor, and Legolas goes, oh, I'm fucked. Oh, I'm real fucked. Oh, shit.
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
oh, shit, oh,
By the-
shit.
I forgot to mention the blades that he can shoot out of his arms with a certain augment upgrade. Those can explode.
Is that standard though?
That's not standard. That was within a certain augment. It's upgrade.
Yeah, it's it's an alternating augment tree. So it's something that can happen, but it's not necessarily a canon.
Mm.
But the blades themselves are standard.
The blades, he definitely has the
Starts
blades.
with those. Babe, I want Legolas to win. I love Legolas.
Fine.
Orlando Bloom's my boy, but I don't think Legolas has got this fight. He's just outgunned.
Random aside, do you know what Orlando Bloom has been doing with his life these past couple of years?
I'm gonna go
Pretending
limb
to
and
be
say-
Will Turner.
I was gonna say distilling spirits somewhere. I would expect distilling spirits.
He voices a character on Peppa Pig.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Is a series regular on Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
You're good for him. Fuck it. He can do that shit from his basement. I'm here for it.
I learned this today.
You go. You do you, Mr. Bloom. Enjoy your semi-retirement.
Anyway.
Voice in Peppa Pig.
Yeah, I don't know who the character is because I don't watch that show, but it was like on a I don't know if it was like on a video I watched or commercial thing or whatever, but yeah, I learned that today.
Well, that is a random aside. Thank you very much.
It really is.
Anytime.
That is not something I thought I would learn today. Alrighty. Bringing knowledge to the masses. All right, so we're at the final four. Is that correct?
Not yet.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Oh, no, you're right. We have a whole other side. I'm a liar.
I'm aware.
Damn, I was trying to skip it for us. All right, who do we got?
Solomon Grundy versus Crow Brenwyn.
I think Crow has to win this one because Solomon Grundy is like literally exactly what he fights in the show.
Yeah.
He's really good at that.
Solomon would eventually get back up, but we're counting that as a win for.
That's at least a
Crow.
knockout. That's at least a knockout.
Yeah.
I think he could shoot him in the brain and then pick him up by the ankle and toss him out of the ring at least. I think he'd be okay.
Well, that was
That
quick.
one's a little too quick, but no, literally that matchup could not be any worse for Solomon Grundy.
All right.
Like, yeah.
Revan versus Cal Kestis.
Revan. But
Yeah.
not for the reason.
Cal is a pretty standard Jedi Knight. Revan was the greatest Jedi of his time.
Yeah. He was
I thought he was a Sith. Is he not a Sith?
he was both.
He's both.
You redeem him, it's great. And then you can not if you don't want to, but that's the whole point is that he can either be
But
good
canonically,
or
he
bad guy.
reaches the balance of like what we used to call gray Jedi.
Yeah, that aren't a thing anymore more apparently. But yeah, he basically goes he's got electric justice, not force lightning.
Yeah.
Okay, Mace Windu.
No, not
For the era that he was in, he is the most powerful Force user. He is the most skilled Jedi, like with a lightsaber.
He's like if Yoda and Mace Windu had a baby with the Emperor, okay?
Yeah.
Fine.
Cal's a sweet dude. His games are great. They're no Knights of the Old Republic, but his games are great.
Look, I haven't played that game. I am simply listening to it with a more civilized age.
Well, you'll learn a little bit more. So sorry for the spoilers.
I haven't got there yet.
Like I said,
They're
sorry.
only in the second chapter.
Like I said, sorry for the spoilers.
So, Peter, to fill you in on what I'm talking about, we listened to this podcast called A More
knows.
Civilized... Oh.
He knows we.
Yeah, you've told me about this podcast before.
Oh, okay.
But
so,
during the strike,
since they couldn't talk about struck work to be in solidarity, they had just started Rebels too. So they took a break, and they decided that because two of the people on the podcast had never played Knights of the Old Republic, so they are playing it and then coming and breaking it down and going through the whole thing. So it's I mean, I don't get to see like the graphics or anything, but like
of the original one, you don't need to see what's happening.
But I get to
envisioning
hear
it. It's way
But
better.
I mean,
I picture
both
it-
of the games are available on the Switch for like $10,
That's
and
why-
they're great.
that's
Just
why they
play them.
No, that's why they decided. That's why they decided to play it because they're like, it's on the. We'll just play it on the Switch and play it. It'll be
I
fun.
don't think they're all playing on the Switch. I think they're playing it on different.
Well,
consoles.
yeah, but they were all playing it. One of them's playing on
I don't
PC.
know.
I know that.
I'm picturing it as like a old like Super Nintendo
Not quite that
graphic
bad.
style.
Oh God, no!
Not
I don't
quite
know
It's
how
an original Xbox game.
I don't know how else to picture it.
I think-
Nothing else makes sense to
that.
me. I can't.
Ooh,
Do you know what Sims look like?
Yeah.
similar to that.
Basically, rougher up the edges a little bit and give them lightsabers.
All right. Well, no one
Yeah.
here's got no one. I'm not to a part where anyone has a lightsaber yet.
Oh wow, you're really far behind.
God damn, you
They're
they
only on like
that
quote
recruited
unquote
Bastila yet?
second chapter. They just rescued her.
Well, then you're wrong immediately because there's a character with a lightsaber.
But still, it has a lightsaber.
Yeah, they just rescued her.
Oh yeah, like I said, you're way behind me at least.
Yeah, like I haven't gotten to
Ah,
the
there-
part past
That's Terrace. They're still in the tutorial
Oh
world.
yeah.
No, okay,
they just
so-
got off the tutorial world. That's what just
Okay,
happened.
so first, I'm also like behind. Like the episode that I just listened to was recorded in like September.
Yeah, last
This,
September.
this isn't like an insult or anything. KOTOR 1 and 2, I love those games. That's some of my favorite games of all time. Their tutorials are the most frustrating thing in the world
Oh, God,
because they
they're
take
awful.
fucking forever. Yeah.
That's what they
The
do.
tutorial worlds are always like the worst fucking part because they take so long and you're
Especially
locked out of so much of the game.
especially KOTOR 1. KOTOR 1
Yes.
was even worse. They tried to do better with 2 and failed
I feel-
spectacularly.
I feel like
Well-
Peter is our Austin Walker.
A little bit.
So with KOTOR 1, one of the biggest issues is the level cap is at 20, and if you're actually doing the side content on Terrace, you're gonna be halfway past that level, like halfway to the level cap already.
So the way that Austin
Yeah,
was
so you're
playing,
fighting the most difficult people and without any of the skills that you need to fight those people.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so now we're down to the final four.
Now we're down to the final
Now
four.
we're down to the
All
final
right.
four. So I get sort of metal on metal. We got Master Chief versus Adam Jensen. I feel like John has a bit of a chance here. Maybe.
This is actually a tough fight.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of just like, oh shit, like they're both very, very capable.
This actually ended up being pretty good that these guys fighting against each other. Ooh. How strong are his blades? Do you think they could pierce? The
They're
monster's
very
chest from
tough.
normal?
They can go through people who are augmented, but they've never dealt with anything quite like the Mjolnir armor.
Which is designed to take a fucking nuclear explosion, basically.
Exactly.
Faceplate's vulnerable though.
Yeah.
Headshots work.
Plus, there are unarmored sections that in John's suit, like the
Technically, there are bits and pieces where you can still get shot, but those are still technically armored. They're just not as armored.
it with like the little flex suit. I mean, they're armored from the energy shield. I think those would be the parts where Adam could actually get a hit in.
Yeah, they're also Kevlar though too. The mesh suit thing is a Kevlar titanium weave, if I remember correctly.
That's true. That's fair.
It's technically also it's a bulletproof onesie technically.
Essentially, yeah. But
I hope
Kevlar
it has
can
butt
only take
flaps.
one bullet.
Well, yeah, generally, I'm sure it's probably a more advanced version of what Kevlar we have today, that immediately breaks down as soon as you shoot it once.
Okay. Oh wait, no. I think I'm gonna give it to John because of Cortana.
Yeah, she's gonna help him out enough.
Cortana could
She's gonna analyze
no.
his fighting style.
Cortana could just straight up fucking hack
You're
Adam
right, he can hack
and
him
shut him down.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but you're 100% right. That motherfucker runs on Wi-Fi, and she's taking his ass out quick.
Yeah, he's in both games. He's shown issues with other people trying to get into his head.
So and he's not gonna be able to stop her. I don't care what firewalls he's got.
Yeah,
She hacked into the Covenant BattleNet in less than 3 seconds from being
Yeah.
coming online.
Cortana would be able to fucking shut Adam down,
Easy,
basically,
yeah,
and not like, oh, he's not gonna be able to use his abilities. Like, no, she's gonna be able to just turn him off. Like he's done now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she's like, okay, and all power to all of his systems that are immediately disabled. John, did you want me to leave his memory for your necessary backup for any sort of intelligence work you need to do here? Oh, never mind. I already archived it.
Well,
It's good. And
I mean, even just shutting off his augments, it's like, oh, that shuts his body down because he's still a person. It's just in the first game he has like this horrible accident that anyone would have died from. They had to replace like 90% of his body with augmentation just to get him alive.
Fun. So yeah, she turns off the battery packs. He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be able to breathe because he has artificial lungs.
And you are saying me 100% that he has been, at least people have been able to attempt to hack him before. He may have been able to stop them, but they were at least able to at least attempt to, right?
Yes, it's not something that like it'll happen in like side missions or in random fights if you don't do certain things. But it's the fact of the matter is that it can happen.
Like I said, it is possible to at least attempt to hack him, and if Cortana hacks anything, she's going to successfully do it.
Yeah, even if she's not able to completely shut him down, like we're arguing right now, it caused enough of an issue that John would have a much bigger advantage.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like even if like in like you said in the game, if it happens to you, I'm sure it just like slows you down, or you're not able to reload or as fast. Or you
It'll
can't
slow you
finish it.
down. It'll fuck up your radar, or it'll like fuck up the screen a little bit.
So he'll at least be distracted enough for John to put 40 rounds into his head.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
Even if she can't just shut him down, even the basic module will distract him enough to go, oh fuck, and then against an elite warrior, he's probably going down. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're agreed.
Like Adam's got his own capabilities of fighting, but without his augments, he's not a fucking Spartan.
Yeah. Even out of the suit, John's still a dude I wouldn't want to fuck with.
Yeah, I mean, didn't he accidentally kill an ODST one time?
It's in one of the books. I think he did.
I think it's in Fall of Reach. He was just in like their training room or whatever, and the ODST was getting shitty, so they were boxing, and the ODST died.
Yeah, he's not in his armor at this point. Neither of them are. They're just boxing like normal people.
Yeah,
But John is also
and that's when
augmented
John's like
human being.
16.
Yeah, he also basically has concrete bones at that point because of all the weird genetic modifications they did to the dude, and he's jacked up on every steroid that mankind's ever created.
Yeah,
I just want you to know that as you guys were talking and I was writing, I wrote Mastar Chife.
Mastar Chafe? I bet he does chafe. He's the master chafe, okay? I don't know. There's not enough talcum powder in the world. That dude is in that suit for weeks at a time, I'm telling you.
But he's wearing a onesie underneath it, I thought you said.
Yeah, he has to poop out that onesie, I'm sure.
Gross.
that being said, if this was show Master Chief, I'm pretty sure Adam's got it. But game, yeah, no.
No, game for sure. This was game for sure.
Well, yeah, Peak, which would
Well,
obviously...
also, I haven't watched season 2, but apparently they're like, hey, we saw how much you hated season 1, so we're really trying hard to fix it, is what I've been told. But
I had heard it was better up until one of the more recent episodes where John's armor was stolen.
well, that's stupid, and that makes me sad.
Yeah.
But one thing, I've read the books and done stuff like that. Tell me what you know on this, Peter. They never talk about the waste management system in the Mjolnir armor.
They do not.
I don't remember them ever bringing that up.
Why would anyone bring that up?
It's actually one of the first things brought up when he first gets into armor in the original Starship Troopers series, because that's actually a battle armor series. They were just low budget for the sci-fi film.
Yeah.
No, pretty much anytime anybody gets into armor, the first thing people ask is, how do I poop?
So, moving on.
Every powered, I love powered
Right.
armor stuff. I'm just saying.
I
every
want
time.
to talk
It's
about
the bathroom
Crow.
situation.
Crow versus Revan.
Revan.
I want to.
I know these are both my picks.
Like I said, I want to give more of an argument, but I don't think there's much on this one. I mean, again, we've talked about this with Jedi before, though. Too, bullets are different than phasers, but
Yes.
the real problem with that is Revan is actually a guy that is well, he was in the war with the Mandalorians. He knows what slug throwers are that are specifically designed to kill Jedi, and lived through a lot of those. So
Plus, Mandalorian armor can take slugs, and the armor that Revan wears that he makes in the Starforge is, I believe, supposed to be tougher than Mandalorian armor.
Which is tougher than Beskar?
the stuff that was forged in the heart of a star.
Oh. Starforge, got it.
There you go.
Plus, the helmet Revan wears is a Mandalorian Beskar helmet.
And it's a dope helmet too.
Right. But it's one of those things like the only real advantage we could give Crow is the fact that his bad luck would probably cause all of Revan's lightsabers to malfunction. But that is not Revan's only option in a fight.
Like I said, that doesn't stop the force from malfunctioning. All up on your spinal column. And
Right.
ripping it out the back of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
They just pinching off one nerve in the brain. And Revan was also.
It would
crazy smart
probably
like
be
that
very
too.
fun fight to watch.
I think it would. I think Revan would let it last longer than you. Then he'd play a little cat and mouse, especially if we're going more towards Darth Revan there.
No, it just says Revan.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, if he was leaning more Darth that day,
That day.
he'd cat and mouse that a little bit. He'd like, all right, this guy's got some skill. Let's fuck around and find out.
Yeah. He'd probably be having a little bit of fun, but I do think in the end, if it's both of them going for the kill, Revan's going to win.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, that
He's
brings us to
He's just an asshole.
the final fight. Mastar Chife versus Revan.
The Master Chife. He's probably going to be chafing after this fight. But But Revan, powerful enough Force user, I believe, could stop the bullets.
Yeah.
I mean, they fly
He's
a
good
little
enough
bit.
in a close fight that I don't think that the Master Chief's going to have the advantage just from fast and strong because Revan's also quite quick.
Well, yeah, and even if he gets in close and they're having to do hand to hand, that already assumes that Revan has access to no more lightsabers, which I think he's going to have access to at least one lightsaber. Even if John knocks it out of his hand, he's got the Force to bring it back to him.
And it's not like John's Mjolnir and fucking an energy shield isn't going to help against things like being choked or being electrocuted.
I don't think it's going to help against a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Lightsabers cut through fucking bulkhead doors designed to stop explosions in the vacuum of space like they're fucking butter. I think.
And it's worth noting that even the elite energy sword, if the only way a Spartan survives that is a glancing blow.
Yeah, it will cut into and through armor. And through the shield without even thinking about it. So the armor's not helping that much against the lightsaber, but the fact that it makes him faster and a little bit tougher does help. Having Cortana in there again, she's gonna assess that situation pretty quick and realize this guy's bad fucking news. I don't know what happened there, but
I don't know if Cortana would be enough of an advantage to be able to shut Revan down because it's not like he uses technology in the same way that like Anakin did.
No, he's not. He doesn't have Wi-Fi. Revan doesn't have Wi-Fi connected to. He might have a bionic arm in there somewhere. I don't know how you played your guy, but I think he's got at least some metal parts in there, doesn't he? No, he doesn't.
It's common misconception because of the burns that he gets on his face when he's trapped in by the Emperor for 200 years.
Yeah, he doesn't actually. They don't have to replace anything, do they?
No.
Yeah. So, but even if he did, I still don't think that even a robot arm works the same way in the Star Wars universe. I don't think that's getting hacked. That's basically, unless you rip it out, it's going to keep working, even if it's not attached to your brain. It'd probably go like, yeah, I'm a hand. I'm just supposed to open and close, right? I'm going to sit over here and do that.
I believe they attached them actually to the nerve ending, so I think you're right. It's not like you can hack you can't hack Luke's arm.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, so even if Revan did have anything like that, I still don't think he did. And maybe if he was like a Lobot situation, but he's definitely not.
Yeah.
I'm honestly
an incredibly badass fight that I am desperate to see.
I'm trying to think of a way John wins this, but Revan knows how to deal with slug throwers. A grenade, he deals with grenades all the time.
Plus, he has the same thing that as Paul, where it's like, oh, he might even take a lethal blow from John, but his body's going to keep on going with all that hatred.
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
That actually happens. When Revan first canonically dies, with air quotes, the light side half of him separates out and becomes a Force ghost, and the dark side half keeps on going.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. No, he's a tough son of a bitch. So yeah, I think even John shoots him 6 times. He's still sitting there going, he's pulling one of the only redeeming parts of Kylo Ren. He's like, yeah, I just got shot with one of the biggest guns that you can hold in your hand in Star Wars, but I'm just still going to come out here and try and cut your face off. Revan's going to keep trying to cut your face off.
One of the feats that I think expresses how powerful he is in the Force very well is the fact that he was able to essentially fold the universe in on itself so that he could teleport.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, John does some ridiculous shit in the books.
Yes.
There's shit like he runs down a hallway and Cortana helps him shoot 9 different grunts and 2 elites through the doors in the hallway as he's going because she's reading the heat signatures from the cameras that she's hacked. Kind of shit like that. But I still don't think... I think one-on-one, it doesn't matter. Like that, he can take out easily done enemies, but a guy that's sitting there here to fuck him up and has no remorse...
As capable of fucking Revan.
And has no more remorse fucking him up, like Revan doesn't. This is a stupid one and should never actually fight each other. But
I would love to see the fight, right?
No self-respecting publication that ever would do something like this would ever put them against each other. You're like, we're not going to get the official, what is it, death battle?
Yeah.
We're not going to get the official death battle video between these two. It's never going to happen. But oh my god!
Oh no, it's definitely not because unfortunately, Death Battle is owned by Rooster Teeth.
I know it's terrible, but I would have been. We should have been flooding the comments for this fight because I didn't know I wanted this one, but I would watch this hardcore. I want to see this one go down. Actually, I want to see this one in Avatar Kyoshi too. I actually think that would be a fun fight. But no, I think Revan has to pull it out in the end, doesn't he?
I think so.
Damn it.
I just don't think John might be able to handle Revan fighting with a lightsaber. John might be able to handle Revan's armor. I just don't think he's going to be able to do anything against the Force.
Yeah, John
That's not
doesn't-
something even close to something John's encountered
He doesn't
before.
have to deal with magic. And I know it's not magic or whatever we want to call it, but John doesn't.
It's
have to deal
fucking
with
magic. It's space magic.
It's- he deals with a lot of space, just no space magic. All the space wizards in John's universe are made up,
Oh no.
No.
mostly by the Covenant in order to control their population. But
No.
actually, technically, the space wizards in the Halo universe ascended and were the Forerunners, I guess, right? Or all
I
died.
guess.
I believe so, yeah.
Or all died,
Yeah.
and they were.
But either way, they were all gone way before John was even a thought.
Well, yes, but so unfortunately, damn you, Revan. I believe you win.
All right.
I think so.
And
it.
honestly, I'm looking at the list. I think Revan could beat anybody on this list.
Yeah, well, aside from the ones that we had to like eliminate,
Well, yeah, for fair reasons.
yeah.
I don't know. I still,
Yeah.
I still want to fight Kyoshi against all of these people at the same time. 1-on-15, Kyoshi versus everybody else.
Get out.
I'd watch that fight every day of the week.
Absolutely.
I think she could do it too. Actually, is the scary part.
So when I saw you pick Zahir, I'm like, oh, that'd be a fun fight with Kyoshi. I think Kyoshi would pull it off, but that'd be a fun fucking fight with Kyoshi.
Oh, you know, because they're both going for the killing blow, and she's gonna see his
Yeah.
air technique where he's like, "Oh, you just bend the air out of his lungs. Oh, that's a good one. I'm using that on your fucking ass. Let's do this shit."
It's a great idea. Let me do that.
I think I can do it better. I'm pretty sure I can do it better. I am the Avatar, by the way. I think I can do it better. Ooh,
Yes.
the blood out of your eyeballs. There we go. We're dead now. All right.
Now you're
Well,
just
one of the fun things about Kyoshi as a character was that her bending was absurdly powerful without the Avatar state.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
So her attempting to like move the air out of the lungs would probably end up with her accidentally popping that person's lungs.
She just accidentally sucked the lungs out because she got the vacuum so quick. She's like, "Oh, can't put that in a kid's show."
Right.
gross.
I was surprised that they put him suffocating her while sitting on the throne. He was the queen of the Earth Kingdom at the time, by the way, too. Suffocating her
Yeah.
while she's sitting on her throne. They showed that to you on Nickelodeon. I'm like, oh, that's why they're canceling the show and putting it online only. Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons.
I'm here for season 3. All right. It was also the gay stuff.
Yeah, it was the stuff with the. They figured out that Asami was going to be a thing. They're like, oh, never mind. We don't want that.
We were like, never mind. We can't put that on Nickelodeon. That can go on the internet. It was sad, actually.
I mean,
it was really well done.
It was.
Technically, in the first season of Sailor Moon, they changed a bunch of stuff because two
Yeah.
of the characters were very gay,
Yes, because American children can't handle that.
apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to some community.
Oh, we're doing more? All right.
We just have a little bit more.
We're going to do a shout out?
Yeah, you know,
Man, I would really love to do the other half of our fucking list at some point.
what other half of our list?
The other characters that didn't get picked.
Just do them against each other?
Yeah, not today, obviously. Just like that would be fun to revisit.
We'll pull them out. I'll find them. There's at least 4 left. 5.
More than that, I think.
I don't know, something like that.
Oh yeah, we'll plan that for the next episode.
Yeah.
We'll,
Like I said, I didn't mean tonight. I just like that would be fun to do later. That's all.
we'll battle royale this bitch.
Revenge of the Rejects Battle Royale. All right.
There you go.
Agreed. But Jay Gilmore 42, our number 1 fan, says this is an old comment because the Oscars have already happened. But she said, "Hey guys, the Oscars. Does it still matter in 2024? I'm pulling for Emma
No.
Stone and Cillian Murphy. Beyonce's Country Groove. I wish he had took a pass on this."
I'm going to agree with Peter. No, the Oscars don't matter anymore. And they haven't mattered for a long time. I actually personally think
Popularity
Yeah.
contest, I guess. I don't know.
it's about who can. It's about who can bribe the voters better.
But
Essentially.
I kind of piggybacked on Jay Gilmer, and we're just gonna dive right into extra bit. Because
Oh yeah, shit, that's a thing.
She didn't ask you for
Pete-
one. I think
Peter's
she has
been gone for
something
too
here.
long.
He forgot he forgot the MO. He forgot the run of events here.
But I went ahead and put the link here for her stupid ass country song.
Can we not?
I mean, I'm not gonna make you listen to it. No.
Oh no, sorry. I'm just. We had the country radio station on in the kitchen for like the last 2 weeks, and every third song they fucking play is that fucking song, and it's not good.
Yeah. So
I'm with Jay
I don't-
Gilmer. I wish she would have left it in the vault. Leave it in the vault, girl.
I don't think you've heard this song, Peter. And again, I'm not gonna make you listen to it.
You should listen to it
But-
once to realize what she did here.
I just want you to know that the first part of this song goes, "This ain't Texas, this ain't Hold'em, so park your Lexus." And I went, "I don't think you've ever been to the country."
She's from Houston,
I'm aware.
and Houston said, "Stick with pop."
Like she literally, like, it sounds like she literally took a song that could have been a pop song and she put like a banjo on it and was like, "This is country now, y'all."
Yeah, the Country Music Awards did not recognize it as a country song,
Because they thought it was a joke.
That's fucking hilarious.
but
I'm-
it
I'm
has been
dead
being
serious.
played on every country
She-
station.
She literally did submit to like be into the whatever, and they were like, "Nah." And they're like, "Oh, you're serious? We thought you were kidding."
Because this is not a country song. What are you trying to? But again, they're playing it on the country music stations. But
And she has another one which I have not listened to, and I will not listen to. The only reason I've even heard this one is because, like you said, the country music station plays it every fifth song.
it probably is fifth song. I was exaggerating with third, but it really does. I think it is. It's once an hour at least.
And every time it comes on, I just change that station.
It's once an hour at least.
But
It's absolutely
unfortunately,
ridiculous.
it comes on so often that I obviously know the first three lines to the
I
fucking
don't know how much Queen Bee paid them to all do this, but
And I'm not gonna lie, I did listen to it at least two times through, because I couldn't
I
get.
gave it a chance.
But like even the chorus, what the fuck did she say? It's like, there's a tornado, like spin me around the dance floor, take me to the middle, and I'm like, you don't know what you're saying. You're literally just taking words that you think go in country songs and just saying words.
Well, yeah, there's an algorithm for country songs. You know that, right?
Yeah, well,
She was just using the algorithm.
well, it failed her real bad. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, Zachary.
Oh. I have a bit.
Yeah, you were real sad about this one.
Yeah, I didn't know we were gonna end with me and bring it down here. Shit. No,
Peter, do you have a bit?
he doesn't have a bit.
I think I might actually.
Oh shit, he's got a bit. Well, all right, I'll talk about my bit while you look for yours. So Voyager 1 apparently is on its last legs. The last little bits of equipment are finally failing out on them, and there's not really much more that they can look at because it's gone past the edge of our solar system at this point. But it's about 15 billion light years from home. Not 15 billion light years, 15 billion miles. 50 billion light years would be insane. 15 billion miles from home.
If it was 15 billion light years, we've got some explaining to do.
Right? I would actually like to know how we did that. But the most impressive part was the shit was built in the 70s, was launched into space, and has been reliably giving us information since that time. Took some of the first pictures of the outer parts of our solar system, and transmits data at 40 bits per second. Not kilobits, not megabits, bits. It's not much, is what I'm telling you. And
It's very, very slow.
and at this point in time, it takes, I believe they're at 45 hours for round trip communication.
Jeez.
So basically, it's the farthest man-made thing from home, and it's kind of sad that we won't be able to hear from it anymore. But it's not really giving us much anyway. But it still has the cool little gold record on it that if the aliens ever find it, they'll know exactly where to come and blow us up.
Right? That's helpful.
Why would you think they would blow us up?
Have you met us?
How do you?
I don't know, man. That's what the Covenant did.
How
Like
do
I
you,
said,
They found out about us and started nuking
I'm
us.
like, have you met us?
I mean, how do you know they haven't already visited?
Well, then they're indifferent towards us as well.
They were like, they're
Yeah.
too dumb.
Like,
It's fine.
no thanks. I'm out.
Peter, did you find your bet?
Yeah, so this is
Oh, I'm so
technically a
proud
little
right
bit
now.
old news at this point.
That's okay.
Because it's been a minute since I've done this. But a while ago, one of my extra bits was a show called Hell of a Boss.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It's a YouTube series about characters who exist in hell being assassins, basically. That is a very poor synopsis. But it has always been a spin-off of another show called Has Been Hotel, which has finally fully released its first season on Amazon Prime. It is a very, very good show. It's a little bit rushed in its pacing because they had a limited number of episodes for the first season, but it is absolutely worth watching.
It is.
If you are going to, you should watch the pilot episode on YouTube first because that is the canon beginning of the show. You'll be missing out if you jump in straight on Amazon.
Send
I
me
will-
the link.
I will say I have seen it has gotten huge on the internet. Everybody's talking about Has Been Hotel.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I will send the link for you.
Yeah.
Though apparently it's also made the internet very horny.
What doesn't?
Yes, yeah, it really has, yeah.
Horny, It's fucking internet.
I mean, porn. The joke.
No,
is
no,
always
no, no,
porn,
no, no.
but
This one in particular has had.
It has made the. I haven't seen the internet this horny since. What was that show?
I don't know.
Well, this is incredible, actually. But the internet got real horny for her. No, I don't think the internet's been this horny since the terrible teen drama cartoon 16 that then rolled into total drama.
Oh my god, fucking 16. So those shows aren't related. It's just the same production cast.
Oh, is it? Well, it looks very similar. But anyway,
Yeah.
those two shows, the internet went to a bad place.
The internet's always
Yeah.
been a bad place. It's just since the internet has been created. Anyway,
It's made us all worse as human beings. Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
Hey, thanks, internet. We appreciate you here.
Come see us anytime.
Whoa, don't. No. Wait, you can see us on the internet. No, not in my house, though. Worried me then. Thought she was about to start giving out her address here, guys. I was getting a little worried.
45939 someplace, Texas.
Spectacular.
That really sounded like a phone number you were trying to roll out there.
I was just
It was like 6 digits for a house number. I don't even know of any houses with a 6-digit house number.
I mean, they could have it.
I think they're normally 4 or 5. They get above 5. I don't know.
I think so.
Never been in one. Never lived in one with 4, 5, with 6.
Okay, well, we'll be back in 2 weeks with stuff that we'll talk about. A devolving of the Battle Royale. What are we calling it?
The Revenge of the Rejects. Battle Royale.
The
Yeah, Revenge of the Rejects.
Battle Royale. I'm going to write that down before
Yeah, write that down.
I forget. Look at me writing.
Revenge. There's not a V in that letter. There's not a V in that word. Revenge is spelled with a V.
You don't need to know how I write things. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you know when new episodes come out. You can find us on Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, sometimes Twitch when that exists. And until next time, my friends, geek out, be fabulous, and have fun.
Are you getting stir crazy at home? Does this look like you on a daily basis? Patiently waiting to catch your laser? How about you watch us on YouTube at 8-Bit Cats? Because we'll take away your boredom, and you won't be like this cat, patiently waiting. Get it, Patches.